Hello friends, welcome back. I am Shiv Thakur. Today I am going to discuss with the topic Laplace transform from the engineering mathematics. Okay, Laplace transform is used to convert the function from time domain to frequency domain. So definition of Laplace transform is let f of t be a function of t defined for all t greater than 0, then the Laplace transform of f of t denoted by L of f of t and is defined by L of f of t. It means Laplace transform of function f of t is equals to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. This is the definition of Laplace transform, or simply Laplace transform of the function f of t is equals to f bar of s, or simply f of s. It means the Laplace transform converts the function from time domain to frequency domain. Here t, it means the time domain, t represents the time domain, and here s represent the frequency domain. Okay, so this is the definition of Laplace transform. Using this definition, we can derive the some standard formulas of Laplace transform. Okay, so we'll see the formulas of Laplace transform one by one here. Okay, so now using the definition of Laplace transform, we can find the Laplace transform of the function. It means Laplace transform of the f of t, and f of t is equals to 1. So we know the definition of the Laplace transform. So we have to find the Laplace transform of this function. So by definition of Laplace transform, that is Laplace transform of the function f of t is equals to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into f of t dt. Okay, so here we have to use the function f of t. So here also we have to use the function f of t. Okay, so here f of t is equals to 1 is given. So therefore Laplace transform of the function, here f of t is 1, is equals to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st, and put the function, that is f of t is equals to 1 here also. So 1 and this dt as it is. Okay, so is equals to integration of 0 to infinity e raised to minus st dt. Okay, so here we have to take the integration of this function e raised to minus st with respect to t. So integration of this function is e raised to minus st as it is, and divided by the coefficient of t, that is minus s, and the limits from 0 to infinity. Okay, so this is the integration of this function. So now we have to put the upper limit and lower limit. So here 1 by minus s, this 1 by minus s as it is, and we can put the limit in the function e raised to minus st. It means we have to put here t is equals to infinity and t is equals to 0. So is equals to this 1 by minus s as it is, and when we put upper limit, so e raised to this minus s into infinity, it means minus infinity upper limit, and minus lower limit, it means 0 minus e raised to 0. Okay, so is equals to this 1 by minus s, it means minus 1 by s as it is, and when we put the limit infinity, it means e raised to minus infinity, so it becomes 0, and minus this e raised to 0, it means 1. Okay, so 0 minus 1 is minus 1, and minus into minus plus, and it becomes 1 by s. So therefore the Laplace transform of 1 is equals to 1 by s. So this is the standard formula to find the Laplace transform of 1. So similarly, we can derive the all formulas of the Laplace transform using the definition of Laplace transform. Now we'll see the all formulas of Laplace transform here. Okay, so these all are the standard formulas of Laplace transform. That is Laplace transform of f of t. This is the definition of the Laplace transform. 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. Using this definition, we have derived all these formulas of the Laplace transform. Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. Laplace transform of t raised to n is n factorial upon s raised to n plus 1. Laplace transform of e raised to at is 1 upon s minus a. Laplace transform of sin at is a upon s square plus a square. Laplace transform of cos at is s upon s square plus a square. Laplace transform of sin h at, it means hyperbolic sine, is a upon s square minus a square. And Laplace transform of cos h at, it means hyperbolic cos, is s upon s square minus a square. Okay, so here the difference between sin at and sin h at is just the change in sign. Okay, in sin at here plus sign, and in sin h at minus sign is there. Okay, similarly for cos at and cos h at. Okay, so these all are the formulas of Laplace transform, and using these formulas we can find the Laplace transform of the functions. Okay, so I hope you all are understood the topic that I taught here today. So in next lecture we'll discuss about the some properties and the examples of the Laplace transform. Okay, so thank you.